Hello everyone. Well, since I got such a lovely response from some of you guys from the Facebook group that watched my last video, I thought, well, since we're still in confinement, I thought, why don't I do my next one? So, and enjoying doing these as often as I am, is I'm going to run out of these very soon, but oh well, that's just the way life is, I suppose. So, my second tattoo, well, and that, yeah. So, my second tattoo, but I also did get my third tattoo done in the same session, but I'm going to talk about the first tattoo first and then see how the length of this video is, and if not, you might see this split into two parts, who knows. So yeah, so fingers crossed if I can twist this enough. That, yeah, it's a bit wrappy as you can see, so yeah, I think that's close enough of, yeah, there you go, all of it pretty much wrapped around my whole wrist, nearly. It is very small. Well, I know people have had smaller tattoos in it. Yeah, excuse the hair change today. I've kind of got sick of keep tying it up all the time, although it does need washing, so if you think my ends look a bit weird, that's why. And that and everything. So yeah, so I got that on February 22nd, 2019. Yes, I seriously did get the tattoo bug. I got this only 3 weeks after my first tattoo. And that, once again, it was done by Jim McDonald at Smart Art Tattoos in St Ives, so shout out to him, Jim. I will link him as a location for this video, so check him out on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram. Well, actually, he's the same name on all platforms, but Facebook or Instagram, he's the same name mostly. I'm not sure if he's on Twitter actually. So anyway, rambling on. And that yeah, so what this is I suppose you would call it a script tattoo. It seems I'm getting a bit of a love of those. I've got 2 of those now, and I'm planning to get 2 more, fingers crossed, this year. So that's definitely a theme of for me. And that what it is it's from the game Skyrim. Fingers crossed you guys have heard of that game. It's a massive, very successful game from Bethesda that came out in 2011, and then it was remastered for the current machines only, when was that, about 3 years ago, I think. Now about 2017, I think it was. And yeah, and before you ask, yes, I still play it on and off even now. And that, so yes, I've been playing that game on and off for 8 years. And I absolutely love that game. And what this actually is, there you go again, is when I decided I really wanted a Skyrim tattoo, like I said in my previous video, I don't do the generic symbol or theme. Mostly it's usually a symbol or a logo that everyone thinks of, that's from that game. In Skyrim's case, it's that diamond motif that goes into a dragon. I didn't want that because I don't want my tattoos to be obvious and all of that lot. I like them to be a bit more unusual. And my favourite character from that game of all time is a wonderful old dragon called Parthenax, who is the leader of the Greybeards in that game, and he lives on the top of a very solitary mountain in the middle of Skyrim. Essentially, you'd call it like Everest in Skyrim, or Tamriel, which is what the actual world is called. And that and I've loved him right from the beginning. I have. So oh, excuse me. And that so, but I did initially think, well, maybe I should get like him tattooed, or maybe just like his head, maybe, or something. But I thought, no, because there's so much detail involved in that, and that would have to be quite a big piece. And for other reasons I thought, no, that's just not right. But it was on the right track. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, when you first go up to that mountain for the first time, when you first meet him and he drops from the sky and lands right in front of you, the first thing he says is in the dragon tongue language, which is what Bethesda called Akaviri. And that, I believe that name's based on Spanish, I believe. I should have done more research, I suppose, but yeah. And that's also, if you play that game, you see that language come up on the word walls whenever you see like new spells or word walls when you find them, and that. And what he says to you, I have loved not only him, but I've always loved that opening line that he says to you when he says, "Dilem you loch, greetings, Wundernik." And then he says, "I am Parthenax," and that. And I've always, I don't know what it is, Dilem you loch, greetings, Wundernik, which translates into greetings, traveller. And then, now this, I really can't recall. I could go back on my messages and that, I suppose, but I did come to that one quite quickly and all of that lot. Sorry. So I thought, wait a minute, that is actually really cool, and not many people would get that saying. So of course what I did is I looked it up and saw if it was written out in Akaviri, and it is on their main page. Although you can also, if you look on the internet, you can also download an actual alphabet of Akaviri. So if you ever wanted to get these symbols, but you wanted to get something that wasn't Skyrim related, you easily could send that sheet to your artist or whatever. I must admit, I actually did contemplate that. My next tattoo, which will be coming up here, I did originally think I wanted my arm to start in Akaviri and end in Akaviri, but in the end, sorry about that slight break, doorbell, just had something delivered, so that was fun. Apologies, guys. And that, hopefully this will intercut well enough. And that, so yeah, but no, the reason why my next tattoo, which will be up here, is purely, it was the fact that I found another language that I love even more. And that, so here's a little tease. Yes, my next tattoo, which did get cancelled on me just as this coronavirus stuff. Hey guys, yeah, but the only reason why I'm not going with Akaviri is because I found another language that I love the look of even more. So I would give you a little tease about what my next tattoo will be, but I don't think it's a good idea that I should divulge that on YouTube before it's actually happened, because one, who knows how long it'll be before I get it, and secondly, someone could snick that idea and you know, seriously try and use it, if you know what I mean. So it might be one thing to show a tattoo later, and yes, you do risk it getting copied then, but well, that's my choice. But I don't want people stealing my ideas, so yeah. But that will go here, I'll tell you that. And that, so yeah, so when I realized I could get that in Akaviri, I thought, yeah, that is perfect. So it's so yes, it's Drem you loch Wundernik. I didn't get the greetings because the meaning means greetings, traveller. So, oh, this hair is meh. Anywho, so yeah, I contacted Jim again like I did the last time, and he quoted me £60 for that tattoo. So I thought, yeah, that's reasonable enough. But then I will cross over here slightly when I say that but in the end, I thought of my next tattoo as well, and that, so I thought, do you know what, it's actually probably cheaper for me to go and get both of these done at the same time. So that would have been £60 on its own, but it turned out to be well, I paid 110 for both, but the other one would have been 90 on its own, and this would have been 60 on its own. So you can see, yeah. So I pretty much paid for this one, and I got my big one for free, kind of, if you work it out. You know what I mean, hopefully. Maths is a bit of a weird subject. So so yeah, I went there on Friday, February 22nd. I went to Costa beforehand. I got my money out and all of that lot. Yeah, so yeah, by then I'd consumed a lot of treacle tats videos, so I was much well prepared and all of that lot and everything. And then yeah, the stencil out. We didn't have to make any changes and all of that lot, but I do also have oh no, I was going to say I have a video on this tattoo, but actually I didn't film this tattoo because I thought chances are it's going to be really, really short, and you know, and everything. And also filming, weirdly, it's you know, even though I'm right-handed, this was before I had a selfie stick when I go out and that, and I don't know why. I think I was thinking I don't know, I thought maybe I just wouldn't film it very well, and I didn't, unfortunately. But it only took 17 minutes, so maybe that would have been, quite a short video, but maybe that would have been kind of a good thing, because some of my tattoo videos can be a little long, even though I do time lapse them, of course, and that. But the pain on the wrist, yeah, that was not pretty. It literally was like, seriously, like jabby, almost like it was seriously cut in the skin. But luckily it was over rather quick. But then and that, but of course I got my other wrist tattooed. But yeah, so I think I will separate these videos out. So yeah, so thank you very much, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, if you want any advice on what it's like getting a gaming tattoo, or what sort of things you want, just hit me down below with your questions and comments. And of course, subscribe and like this video, because that definitely does help me. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.